Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How's it going, everyone? I hope you're fine. Okay, today we're talking about the past simple tense بس مش مع action verb اللي هو زي go, play و sleep. لا مع verb to be أو being verb. Okay, اللي هو في present بيبقى am و is و are. تعالوا نشوف بقى في past بيبقى ايه. طب عايز اقول انا مشغول دلوقتي. I'm busy. I am busy. I'm busy now. طب عايز اقول كنت مشغول امبارح مثلا يبقى I was busy. I was busy yesterday. طيب عايز اقول هو بتكلم عن شخص فعايز اقول هو انسان ناجح دلوقتي. He is successful. He is successful. طب بتكلم عن شخص مثلا مات مش موجود يبقى عايز اقول هو كان ناجح يبقى he was successful. He was successful. بتكلم عن واحدة جميلة يبقى she is pretty. She is pretty. طب برضه مش موجودة معانا وماتت زي سبيدة ثروت عايز اقول هي كانت جميلة يبقى she was pretty. She was pretty. طيب بتكلم عن حاجة ان هي موجودة هنا it is here. It's here. طب عايز اقول هي كانت هنا it was here. It was here. الconclusion او نستنتج من كده ان I, he, she و it او اي مفرد بنقول معاه was في الباست. So I was, he was, she was, it was. Okay? أو أي شخص مفرد عايز أقول مثلا أحمد كان ناجح يبقى أحمد was successful. القلم كان هنا the pen was here. تمام؟ تعالوا نشوف بقى مع بقية الضمائر. Okay, we have here you are smart. You are smart. طيب أنت ذكي يعني. طب عايز أقول أنت كنت ذكي إيه اللي حصل لك؟ جاوب إجابة غريبة مثلا يبقى you were smart. ناخد بالنا من النقطة هي مش where. You were. You were smart. Okay. We are friends. ده احنا أصدقاء دلوقتي. طب عايز أقول احنا كنا أصدقاء يبقى we were friends. We were friends. Okay. اللي بعديها they are in Egypt يبقى هم في مصر دلوقتي. طب عايز أقول هم كانوا في مصر يبقى they were in Egypt. They were in Egypt. يبقى conclusion you, we, they أو أي جمع بيجي مع were في past. Okay, يبقى you were, we were, they were. ما حدش يقولها were ولا صوت هي were. Okay, let's jump in. تعالوا نشوف بقى ازاي بنعمل ال yes no question وال WH question. احنا قلنا من زمان ان في كل الازمنه بنعمل ال WH question من ال yes no question. فلو عرفت ازاي تعمل yes no question حط اي WH انت عايزه. حط اي WH جنب ال yes no question. طيب you were born in Egypt. ده طبعا اجابه. عايز اقول لك انت اتولدت في مصر. You were born in Egypt. طب عايز اسالك yes no question. عايز اقول لك هل انت اتولدت في مصر بدل you were born هتبقى were you born in Egypt. كده بقى سؤال. Were you born in Egypt؟ ما ننساش الصوت بتاعنا يبقى rising. الانتونيشن بتاعنا يبقى rising intonation. So were you born in Egypt؟ اوكي طبعا دي الاجابه اما yes I was او no I wasn't. طب لو عايز اسال عن Egypt اللي هي مكان فعايز اقول لك اتولدت فين؟ حط ال WH question اللي هي where. هتبقى where were you born. Where were you born. شايفين not where were مش where you born. No. Where were you born. Where were you born. الإجابة بقى تبقى I was born in Egypt. I was born anywhere. شوف السؤال اللي بعده. He was born in 1992. دايما السنين وهنتكلم عنها إن شاء الله في محاضرة جاية بتتقسم اتنين. 1992. طيب he was born in 1992. لو عايز أسأل question was he born in 1992. Was he born in 1992. طبعا الإجابة يبقى yes he was أو no he wasn't. طب عايز أسأل عن 1992 اللي هي what. يبقى when was he born. When was he born. When was he born. Okay, next one. They were born in Manchester. Manchester دي مدينة في بلد. طيب yes no question. Were they born in Manchester. Were they born in Manchester. يبقى yes they were أو no they weren't. Okay, لو yes no question عايز أسأل عن مانشستر بقى وعايز أقول في أنهي مدينة اتولدوا يبقى what city were they born. What city were they born in. Okay, next one. Your first English teacher was Mr. Hamid. Your first English teacher was Mr. Hamid. Yes no question. Was your first English teacher Mr. Hamid. Was your first English teacher Mr. حميد؟ طبعا الإجابة إما yes he was أو no he wasn't. طبعا عايز أسأل عن مستر حميد اللي بيرقص ده، ونسأل عن إيه WH question، عايز أعرف مين كان المدرس بتاعك. يبقى Who was your first English teacher? Who was your first English teacher? تبقى الإجابة My first English teacher was Mr. حميد. The college was interesting. خلي بالكوا دي مش interesting no interesting 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 interesting. طيب عايز أسأل yes no question. Was the college interesting? Was the college interesting? كلية كانت لذيذة. Was the college interesting? طبعا لو الإجابة yes it was أو no it wasn't. طبعا عايز أسأل عن interesting، عايز أقول الكلية كانت عاملة إزاي. يبقى how was the college? How was the college? The college was interesting. Okay, next one. You were 10 years old in 1990. You were 10 years old in 1990. عايز أسألك وأنت كان عندك 10 سنين في 1990؟ Were you 10 years old in 1990? Were you 10 years old in 1990? لو هتجاوب بقى yes I was or no I wasn't. طب عايز تسأل بقى عن العمر، كان عندك كام سنة في 1990؟ بنسأل عن العمر بإيه؟ How old. So how old were you مش how old are you. How old were you in 1990? How old are you دلوقتي؟ طب كان عندك كام سنة مثلا لما اتجوزت؟ تبقى how old were you when you got married؟ كان عندك كام سنة لما اشتغلت؟ How old were you when you started work؟ هكذا. يبقى how old are you دلوقتي، كان عندك كام سنة. How old were you when لما عملت أي حاجة. Your major was business in college. Major زي التخصص كده. Okay, so your major was business in college. عايز أقول لك كان تخصصك في البيزنس. Was your major business in college? Was your major business in college? طبعا الإجابة تبقى yes it was أو no it wasn't. طب عايز أسأل عن major، كان تخصصك إيه بقى؟ What was your major in college؟ كان تخصصك إيه في الكلية؟ What was your major in college؟ Okay. طيب أنتوا بقى اختاروا whether were أو was. هنا كله أسئلة. You born in Russia. عايز أسألك أنت اتولدت في روسيا، هتقول were you born ولا was you born؟ Excellent. Were you born in Russia? Were you born in Russia? طبعا دي yes no question، يبقى yes I was or no I wasn't. So no I wasn't, I was born in Egypt. طب لو بنقول your father، عايز أسأل برضو والدك اتولد في مصر مثلا، تبقى was ولا were؟ Was your father born in the US? Was your father born in the US? لو اتولد في أمريكا يبقى yes he was or no he wasn't. طب sister، was ولا were؟ Was your sister born in the US? Was your sister born in the US? برضه whether yes she was or no she wasn't. طب your parents اللي هم mother and father. Parents خلي بالكوا دي ليها مفرد، ممكن تبقى parents. عايز حد من ولي أمرك so I need to see your parent. One parent. إنما both of them parents. هنا was ولا were في جمع تبقى were your parents born in the US? Were your parents born in the US? Okay, yes they were or no they weren't. You here yesterday. عايز أقول لك وأنت كنت هنا امبارح. Was ولا were? Were you here yesterday? Were you here yesterday? لو أنت كنت موجود yes I was، ما كنتش موجود no I wasn't. Your brother sick last weekend. عايز أسألك هو أخوك كان عيان. Brother singular. خلي بالكوا احنا هنا مالناش دعوة بيور، احنا لنا دعوة ايه اللي أنا بسأل عنه بتاعك، حاجة مفرد ولا جمع. يبقى هنا brother مفرد تبقى Was your brother sick last week? Was your brother sick last week? طب لو هنا هتبقى brothers هتبقى were. هنا هتبقى were your brothers sick last week؟ كانوا اخواتك عيانين. لما هنا brother واحد يبقى بتكلم عن مفرد. هنا طبعا الإجابة هتبقى يا إما yes he was أو no he wasn't. You in Senzu last weekend. عايز أسألك هل كنت في سنزو الأسبوع اللي فات؟ Were you in Senzu last weekend? Yes I was. No I wasn't. It windy yesterday. عايز أقول كان في هوا امبارح. It يبقى Was it windy yesterday? Was it windy yesterday? طيب تعالوا بقى نستخدم الحاجات دي عشان تسأل عن أشخاص مثلا كانت موجودة معانا، ونسأل شوية أسئلة كده. هتشوفوا الإجابة أنت حاول تفكر في السؤال. طب هنا بدأنا بالسؤال أهو. Okay, who was إسماعيل ياسين؟ Who was إسماعيل ياسين؟ هتجاوب بقى he was a comedian. He was a comedian كان ممثل كوميدي. He was a comedian. طيب الإجابة he was born in Egypt. عايز أسأل اتولد فين؟ Question. Where was he born? Where was he born? He was born in Egypt. طيب الإجابة الثانية he was born in 1935. إيه السؤال؟ عايز أعرف إمتى اتولد. When was he born? And when was he born? He was born in 1935. الإجابة الثانية he was really funny. هنا عايزك بقى السؤال اللي هو اوصفه لي كان عامل زي إيه؟ كان اوصف لي إسماعيل ياسين. What was he like? What was he like? He was really funny. اوكي خدوا بالكم احنا خدنا السؤال ده زمان خالص اللي هو في present simple اللي هو لو عايز تسأل مثلا الجو عامل ايه دلوقتي فتبقى what is واللي انت بتسأل عليه مثلا اللي هو weather like. What's the weather like? What's the weather like? طب عايز اقول لك مثلا بيتك شكله ايه؟ تبقى what's your flat like او what's your home like. طب عايز اسألك اخوك شكله ايه؟ What's your brother like? فهنا بقى تدي الإجابة يا إما بوصف للappearance للمظهر أو للpersonality الشخصية. فهنا برضه what was he like؟ فإما توصف شخصيته he was really funny أو appearance مظهره he was short, he was fat, he was heavy and so on. تعال ناخد شخصية تانية. Who was Michael Jackson? مين كان مايكل جاكسون؟ Who was Michael Jackson? هنا طبعا لو إجابة كاملة يبقى he was a popular singer. He was a popular singer. هنشوف جزء من الإجابة. Born Indiana, the US. طيب الكويستشن إيه؟ وأنا بقول اتولد في ولاية إنديانا في أمريكا. عايز أعرف اتولد فين؟ Where was he born? Where was he born? يبقى هنا هتبقى he was born in Indiana, the US. He was born in Indiana, the US. Born 1958. اتولد في 1958. يبقى question. When was he born? And when was he born? He was born in 1958. He was born in 1958. Graceful dancer. كلمة graceful يعني رشيق. هو كان راقص رشيق جدا. فعايز برضو أسألك سؤال تقول لي توصفولي. What was he like? What was he like? He was a graceful dancer. He was a graceful dancer. Called the king of pop. هنا بقى كانوا بيسموه أو كان بيدعى ملك البوب. فعايز أقول ماذا كان بيدعى إيه؟ What was he called? What was he called? He was called the king of pop. Okay guys, that was for today. Thank you so much for watching. You have a great day and see you next time. Goodbye.